Thank you, Fluid Art Co. and Night Bright Art.
Each year, hurricane season brings challenges for those living in affected areas, but this year has been especially rough. As a community of artists, we know all too well that creativity can be a beacon of hope. We have chosen to come together to raise money for people who have been impacted by these catastrophic events. We've created videos for you to enjoy and art for you to bid on. Fluid Art Co. has stepped up to do something very special. They've offered to sponsor the collaboration with a limited release pigment that they've named Benevolence. $5 of every jar sold will go towards the fund. Proceeds will be going to the Direct Relief Organisation. From all of us around the globe, we thank you for taking this on with us.
Hi everyone, it's Amber and welcome to my YouTube channel, Amber Goodwin Art, and to a very special collaboration put together by Fluid Art Company and Nate Bright Art to benefit the recent storm and hurricane victims on the East Coast. Today, I will be demonstrating a technique that I created, my acrylic pour dot art fusion, and this is the piece that I will be donating for the live auction, which will be held on November 3rd at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So without further ado, let's go check out what I created. Before I start my painting, I wanted to share the new This Little Piggy pigment called Benevolence, which will be available for a limited time while supplies last. $5 of every jar sold will go towards the Direct Relief Organization. I will have their website, directrelief.org, linked down below in the description box. So grab your piggy as soon as it's available. Here are all of my colors that I will be using for my acrylic pour background for my acrylic pour dot art fusion painting. This is black and there is my consistency. I keep the paints extremely thick with the pouring medium that I have created. This will be followed by grayish blue. Then I have a cobalt blue. This is one of my new favorites. And I am also using greenish blue, which I have mixed the new This Little Piggy pigment Benevolence with. I was going for a rich, shimmery, deep teal color, and this worked perfect. So they both blended well together. And last but not least, I am using turquoise. I was going for a very jewel-toned, regal, opulent, rich color palette. And I will be doing my acrylic pour background on a 14 by 18 inch level 3 gallery wrapped canvas. I will let you guys enjoy the rest of the process, and I will be back with the wet results of the acrylic pour background. Here is the wet result of my acrylic pour background. I'm overall pleased with how this turned out, and I absolutely love the color palette. I'll definitely be using it again. There are some areas that I do need to touch up, like that turquoise line over there. I will paint black over that. And overall, I will just do another spot check and see if I need to make some of my lines a little bit sharper. But overall, they look good. And next, I will share the colors that I used to dot on this piece. Here is the dried acrylic pour background that I created. It dried really well and it has a nice shine to it. And those are some of the areas that I adjusted with a paintbrush and just kind of made my lines a little bit crisper. So now I am ready to dot on this piece and totally transform it. So I am going to dot this little piggy hoity toity on the black areas. It is an amazing color shift, chameleon pigment, and it mixed really well with my dot mixture that I have created. And then I am using some grayish blue, and I keep my dots pretty thick. And next I have cobalt blue, and I'm going to dot the same color corresponding to the lines. And here is the new This Little Piggy Benevolence. I mixed a tiny bit of greenish blue in this just to give it a little bit more of a teal effect, and it was amazing. And last but not least, I am going to use my turquoise. I will let y'all enjoy the rest of the dotting process, and I will be back with the wet results. Here is the wet result of my acrylic pour dot art fusion painting. I love how smooth the dots are, and you can already see the color shift from Stuck Up Piggy Hoity Toity. I apologize if I called it a This Little Piggy before, but this is a Stuck Up Piggy, which is part of Fluid Art Co.'s chameleon color shift line. You can order Hoity Toity and Benevolence, the limited edition pigment, at fluid-art.co. Next, I have a semi-dried view of the piece, and I just wanted to show you that it is drying nicely, and I love the color palette. I love how it gives a very jewel toned, very rich and opulent look. And I cannot wait to use this color palette again. And guys, thanks for joining us today. Make sure you guys check out the other collaboration dates and the other artists. And be sure to tune in on November 3rd at 1 p.m. Eastern for our live auction. Well, everyone, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Be sure to tune in to all of the other artists that are part of this wonderful collaboration. And also check out the playlist, which is listed down below in my description box. Also, be sure to tune in on November 3rd at 1 p.m. Eastern for the live auction. I also want to end with one message, and that is to be involved in your communities. I'm heavily involved in my community, where I am a donating artist to organizations like Dwell with Dignity, Dallas Advocacy for Children, and Heal Palestine. I go to bed satisfied every night that my art made a difference in someone's life. It is the best feeling ever. It is better than selling any painting or having any amount of subscribers or likes, subscribes, and shares. This is why I do my art. It is to give back. And I urge y'all to be involved as much as you can in your communities so we all can come together and create a bigger one. Well, until next time, guys, have a good one. Bye. This collaboration is brought to you in part by Fluid Art Company and Nate Bright Art.